Morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Are you ready? It's Thrilling Thursday. Guess what we're talking about today? Happiness. How happy are you? This is a really big question. I'm going to start hooping and then we'll start discussing. So, every Wellness Wednesday, we're having a new topic and then we're discussing it all week. I didn't go live yesterday, so I didn't do my Wellness Wednesday. I missed it out. So, we're doing Wellness Wednesday on Thrilling Thursday. All right. So, if you've got your hoop, grab your power hoop. I'm going to step into my hoop. Before I start hooping, I'm going to do up my core muscles. So you see this zip here? I'm going to imagine I've got a zip there and I'm zipping up my core muscles. And if you can, you zip up internally, up inside your body. All right? So I'm going to place my hoop on my lower back. I'm going to put my left leg forward today, turn my hoop to the right, and boom, I am off. Okay, we good? Excuse my weird attire today. I was outside really early this morning and it was like -4, so I haven't really warmed up yet. So I've got my thermal leggings on, I've got my thermal top, I've got 2 pairs of socks and my slippers, of course. And I've even just finished teaching a HIIT class, but that was really hard because I didn't have any trainers on. I was doing this on this floor in socks, so it was like a skating session, but it was good. Right, so I'm hooping, as you can see, power hoop. It's a power hoop deluxe. Fantastic for helping wake up your core muscles. Really good for helping reduce your waist to hip ratio. And for a lot of us, really, really good at helping reduce bloating. So it's kind of nice. Oh, hang on a moment. Let me just check. Something's just popped up on the screen. Oh, hello. Hello, Michelle. Let's just turn that off. Right, we're good. We're back again. Right. So lots of reasons why hooping is really, really, really good for you. Once you've got a power hoop, I've had this one 10 years. They're great. They don't break. I mean, unless you do something stupid with them, they break. Great piece of equipment. You can take them apart and store them. They're really good and it's really simple. You can kind of do it any time. Most of you know I normally go live every day of the week and we have a chat. That's how it normally works. This week it's been a little bit hit and miss just with the way I've had to work and stuff like that. That's all. So here I am today on Throwback Thursday. When I said Throwback Thursday, those of you who use socials a lot, it was a hashtag on, especially on Instagram, and you put up your Throwback Thursday picture, and I love it. I don't know if you like photographs. I love them. I don't know if you can see in my room. I'm not sure what you can see, but next to my clock there, I've got 2 things up there with pictures on. Up in my hall on my way to my bathroom, I've got all pictures up there as well. I love it. The only downside to having these amazing phones now is you take so many pictures on your phones, you don't always like print them off or put them anywhere. So I used to have loads of photo albums as well. And I just love old pictures. Part of me is really glad that when I was a lot younger, you didn't have mobile phones. And other bits of me are like, oh, wouldn't that been showing? That would have been good to have those pictures. I don't know how you feel about that. But yeah, I love photos. So when it's Throwback Thursday, I love it. I love seeing everybody's old pictures. And I love, seeing my old pictures too. Although, and this is where I'm going to go with this conversation, bit of a funny one. I mean, I don't know how old you guys are. Talk to me. If anyone's actually listening to me, tell me how old you are. So I'm 52. I'm 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks. I'm 13 days off being 53. And it's a really weird age for a woman, I think. You're not old. You're definitely not young. I mean, where are you? I don't even know. Some days I feel like I'm 53, other days I feel like I'm 25. And I don't know, it's a funny old age, isn't it? And I'll tell you something happened to me yesterday. So I went to Blue Water yesterday. I went into Sweaty Betty, fully wearing Sweaty Betty again today. Anyway, and I tried on these, they brought out some new leggings, different ones. They've got extra pockets and stuff. Anyway, the lady in there didn't even really consider her age, because I don't really look at someone and think about their age. Anyway, we're talking and she went, see how you feel about them. And I was like, all right then, why? She went, I don't know. She went, us more mature women. Did you hear that? Us more mature women. She said, I think, we need a bit more coverage. I looked and I thought, oh, cheers, love. But she wasn't wrong. But we just think, oh my God, I'm a more mature woman. And it just got me thinking, as I walked around the rest of the shop, I was thinking, oh, crap. Oh my God. And then I thought about the term middle-aged or midlife. And I thought, well, actually, I'm past that as well. Because logically speaking, middle age must be halfway through your life, yeah? That would mean I'd have to get to 106. I mean, I'm hoping I do, but I don't know. you know, it was a funny one, but it really played on my mind all day. And because I think I'm not, I'm not saying I don't look it, by the way, so don't get me wrong, but I don't feel it, or I don't think I act mature. I was like, oh my God, we mature women. I was like, oh, and she wasn't being horrible, you know, but I was like, oh, I don't know if I like that. Yeah. What are your thoughts? But anyway, it played on my mind. I think I'm having a funny one at the moment anyway. I think January's a funny old time of year, isn't it? You've had Christmas. Most of us ate too much over Christmas. Now you're in January, it's cold, you're a bit pale, your skin's not its best because of the weather, maybe because you haven't ate particularly well, maybe you're not drinking as much water, all those sorts of things. And then if you're a certain age, or you're feeling a certain age, you don't like looking in the mirror, there's a lot of things that, I don't know, make you feel a bit weird about yourself. Let's put it that way. That's the best way I can put it. So that takes me on to our next subject. So on a Wellness Wednesday, I'm meant to do a big talk. The first week we did was all about sleep, and then last week it was all about stress, and then this week it's all about happiness. And I wanted you to have a little think. This is quite deep, so just be warned. If this is a triggering post, I apologise now. But on the other hand, it is good to talk about things. How happy are you? On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you? So you've had 2 questions now. Tell me how old you are. There was a few more questions out, but the main ones are, how old are you? And the second one is, how happy are you? On a scale of 1 being you're not happy at all, and 10, you're full of rays of sunshine and happiness, and you're just feeling lovely about life. Tell me, honestly, that's if you want to, how are you feeling? And then the next thing is, like I've done this with my PT clients and my MenoFit ladies, I asked them to think about something that happened yesterday that made them feel happy. And when I say that, it doesn't have to be anything like ecstatically amazing. It's just something. It can be, obviously for me it wasn't that common. It could be a feeling, it could be a smell, it could be a taste, it could be anything. Just to focus on one thing that made you happy yesterday. You can share it with me if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine. But now, while you're talking, while you're listening to me rabbiting on and hooping, actually think about it. So number 1, you thought about how happy are you actually on the whole. And if you are anywhere under a 6, I want you to, well, all of you still, focus on something yesterday that actually made you feel happy. And then hold on to that thought. Because everyone says we're in control of everything, how we feel, what we think, what we do, yeah? And sometimes I don't think we do feel in control. You feel out of control. You feel overwhelmed. You just feel, I just can't do it, you know? So if you take little tiny steps and towards that, you can change how you think and how you feel. And especially if you do stuff with your emotions or anxiety or depression, you know, maybe you're watching me and you're a hormonal woman and you just don't know whether you're coming or going, or just maybe life just feels a little bit much sometimes. It's just taking tiny little steps. Everyone goes, oh yeah, go out and do this. Like me, I'd be going to, yeah, go out for a 15-minute walk in daylight, come and do some exercise, which to me is just natural. But to someone who's really struggling, that just might be a step too far. And you just can't do it. You just can't. It should be so simple. And sometimes it's happened to me, like Monday, didn't want to leave the house. Did not want to leave this house. Honestly, it was really bad, and I kind of knew I needed to. So I sat there, I procrastinated all day. Did my class, so I did do that. And in the afternoon, I looked at my little doggies and I thought, oh no, come on, let's just go out. And oh my God, I felt so much better for it. But it took every single bit of willpower in my body to get out that front door. I found it really hard. Right, I'm going to stop hooping on this side and go on the other side now, right? And actually, I'll take that as a moment just to come and see if any of you are talking to me. Are any of you? So, did anybody? There's a few of you there. Nobody wants to talk today then, no? All right, that's fine. Don't worry. I won't call you out. I'll keep hooping and talking to you, all right? So I'm going to go to the other side. Maybe you're not ready to talk or share. This can be a one-way therapy session. It's fine. I don't mind. Yeah, so I want you to try. We're going to focus now right up until next Wednesday when we go on to our next topic. I think we'll do nutrition for next week. Happiness. So every day, I mean, those of you who are like a solid 8, 9 or 10, solid 8, 9 or 10 happiness, you're happy anyway. That's good. stay happy, keep being happy. That's really important. And, you know, life moves very fast, so being happy is important. Those of you who are anywhere 6 or below, we need to try and get that number up. So I want you to try and do that every day this week. And do you know what? Do you want a top tip? A really good top tip is to find that happy thought, feeling, sense. It can be anything, by the way. There's no wrong or right answers in this. And write it down. So you write it down. You get a journal, or you get a notebook, or you've got a diary, or even a piece of paper. And every day I want you to write down that one thing. I mean, maybe there's loads of things that made you happy. Maybe you can't just think of one. Then that's fabulous. Write down 3. But for some of you, just finding one is tricky enough. But write down one every single day. And then when we get to next Wednesday, where we go on to our next one, we'll have a review on that and see if it did help. Maybe focus on the good instead of focus on the bad would have helped. So that's what we're going to do. Deal? Yeah? I hope so. Even if you don't want to tell me, you can give me a little thumbs up if you want. There's loads of writing come up on here. What's happened on here? Don't know what's happened. Okay. Now, do you know what? On TikTok, this is weird, right? It says I've got 11 messages, but I can't see one of them. It's really weird. So if anyone's talking to me and I'm ignoring you, I promise it's not because I'm meaning to. It's because I can't read it. Anyway, right. That leads me on to other things, like with food and exercise. How many of you were like, yeah, this is it. 2024 is my year. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Boom. I'm going to starve myself. I'm going to do this. And now it's what is it? Is it the 18th today, I think? Are you like, whoops, that all went wrong? And then you're feeling miserable again. And again, you know, like I just said, the small steps to happiness. Taking small, achievable steps with your nutrition, your exercise, that's the way forward. You're more likely to succeed by taking little steps and building on those rather than throwing yourself in the deep end and burning yourself out. In all the years I've been doing this job, and that has been many, I've seen so many people come and go. And I've seen people so full on. They've been my biggest fans. They've come to my classes. They share all my posts. You'd think they were literally my cheerleaders. And they just disappear. And some of them just go somewhere else. But some of them just stop and they don't do anything. And something that's called a yo-yo exerciser. Like these yo-yo dieters. And I've seen this throughout the years. And then they disappear and then they come back and then they do it again. And it's the same thing with diets. Lots of people yo-yo diet. The worst one I hear is when people go, oh, Weight Watchers similar. Oh, well, it worked for me before, so I'm going to do it again. And I'm like, well, if it worked, it would still be working. So it's not sustainable. So does it actually work? No, it doesn't. So the idea is small, little steps. Of course, I'm going to say, tell me your problem. I'll help you solve it. It's true, I will. So for exercise, for example, you could come and do the 1 minute daily challenge with me. Like seriously, 1 minute, doing that every day. Say you got up and did it first thing in the morning. That would set your intention for the day. That would help change your brain chemistry. It would make you feel more positive and it would give you that sense of achievement. It's like giving yourself a gold star. You'd be like, oh, I did it. And it doesn't matter that it's only 1 minute. You know, as you go on and you stick to doing that 1 minute every single day, maybe for January, then you'll finish and you think, oh, I did that every single day. And then you might be ready to add on and do a little bit more. With your nutrition, you might decide you're just not going to snack. That's quite a hard one, you know. For those of you who snack regularly, it's really hard. It becomes a really bad habit and we become addicted to what we're snacking on. Because most people are snacking on stuff that's not necessarily that good for us. Or those of you who snack on fruit, that still spikes your blood sugar levels. So then you've got to look at, oh, that weren't that great either. So maybe it's stop snacking. So I'm only going to give you one tip each time. And then what about your hydration? I'm really thirsty right now. I need to drink a lot. Maybe you don't drink a lot of water. Maybe you don't drink any water. I've actually had a couple of PT clients who didn't drink any water. Now they're drinking water. You will get used to it. If you go, I don't like water. It's like, well, it's water. You need it to survive. But it's normally because it's your taste buds. A lot of you don't realise how much sugar we consume. So just by dialing it down a little bit and you start to reset or change your taste buds, you suddenly find you can stomach water. I will give you a top tip with your water as well. I have a glass carafe, and it has a natural charcoal in it as a filter. I use that, and I just fill my tap water up into that, and then I drink my water out of that. It's really nice. The difference is it's lovely, and a natural charcoal filter just removes. It's really good. So that's another top tip. So God, I'm full of them this morning, aren't I? Tips all over the place. Right, I'm going to stop. I'm just going to give you a recap. Okay, so happiness on a scale of 1 to 10. Where are you right now? Like in general. Hopefully it's good. Then focus on something every single day that's made you happy. And if you want to really go for this, if you really want to make a difference to yourself, write it down. Put it in a journal, your notebook, whatever. Mate, if you like writing, I like journals and I like notebooks. I've got loads of them. So I like to write it down. Also, when you write something down, rather than just putting it in your phone or something, it's almost like, you know, like the 10 Commandments written in stone. When you write something down, it's slightly more of a commitment. I know that sounds weird, but it's also a way of downloading your brain and putting your thoughts to paper. It's a really good way of doing things. And try and do that every single day this week. And then I will be here to check in with you. It's a little bit hit and miss at the moment. I will be honest. Normally I would go live around about this time every day, but with work and different things that I've got to do, it's slightly different. So if I can time it, I'll put something up so you get a little notification. But if not, just hang in there. I would do it. And even if you watch it on catch up, sometimes catch up's good because actually if you put comments in, I'll definitely see them. So if I don't see your messages, I apologize right now. But send me a DM, contact me. I would love to talk to you and I'd love to help you. And I hope you enjoyed listening to me today. And that's it. Have a fabulous Thursday. And if anybody does post their throwback Thursday pictures, tag me in them because I'd love to see them. And other than that, I'm going to say goodbye. Now, again, just remember, when I'm looking like this, it's just because I've got TikTok on here, I've got Instagram on there, and I've got YouTube on over there. So it's all over. And if you find different ways of watching me on different channels, come follow me everywhere. If you're watching me thinking, oh my God, I wish she'd shut up, don't follow me anyway because I'm definitely not your person. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. So I'm going to say goodbye to my YouTube and my Facebooks. See you soon, guys. Thank you very much for watching me. So that's there.